Good morning, gladiators. We are about to play Salutio. Well, bet you didn't think you'd see the helmet again. It's been a long time since the last Games Gladiator episode, way back in May. And that was a Terraria episode. I've been pretty busy since then. Of course, I had my son Charlie, this whole COVID pandemic craziness, and working hard on Crusader Redux. But I don't know if this series is going to come back, regularly, but I miss it. I miss playing games. So there's one game I've got to play for the Games Gladiator, and it is, of course, Swords and Sandals Crusader Redux, which came out last week. And it's one of my games, which is always fun. So let's jump in now to the world of Brandor and put on our Crusader helmet and our sandals and once again defend Brandor from Emperor Antares in Swords and Sandals Crusader Redux.
Stop me!
Welcome to Swords and Sandals Crusader.
Welcome indeed to Swords and Sandals Crusader Redux, the first Swords and Sandals with its own cutscene. I mean, the original Swords and Sandals had the little sort of pirates introduction, but this is a full cutscene, so there you go. I did the voice for Antares, and it totally ruined my voice doing a bunch of takes on it.
The dead shall rise. Endless shadows shall descend upon the land.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome. Finally, this game took me a long time to build because of all the craziness of this year, but I'm looking forward to showing it to you. I wanted to do a video last week, but I've been so busy patching it. Let's jump into a new game.
Choose a game.
For those who downloaded the version last week, I've patched it last night to unlock all game modes, so you can play them all from the beginning. But we're going to play the campaign because that's the main game mode we want to try. Let's delete the last one. Start from the beginning.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Need some water.
King Lionel the Ninth and the Kingdom of Phaetor.
Antares' voice ruins you. Of course, we've got Roscoe Lewis back as the narrator, doing the Kingdom of Phaetor and all that. This text is the same text as the original Crusader. All new artwork for Lionel and the map and everything like that. Let's start a new mission.
Welcome, Crusaders.
Alright, for those who are unfamiliar with Crusader Redux and haven't followed the developer videos and so on, this is the old 2007 version of Swords and Sandals Crusader, completely rebuilt from the ground up with all new bugs and all new features. Let's go through the panel on the left here. You can click the help if you really want some extra details. But basically, that's our hero. That's how many provinces he controls, how much experience he has, who's in the army, how much that army costs per turn, who's in the garrisons. Garrisons don't cost any money. How much morale you have, and is it going up and down? How much you have in the treasury, is that going up and down? And what kind of province you're in right now, and a bit of information about it. You can click on the map. You can scroll up and down the map by holding the mouse wheel. Not the mouse wheel, holding the mouse up and down. Actually, the mouse wheel works too. There you go. I've forgotten. And you can also, I'll show you in the next turn. Actually, I'll show you now, but you can click on your leader and see a whole bunch of details about different troops, your ranking right now, your leader stats. Lots of information to digest as you play through the game. This first mission is ultimately just a tutorial to get you familiar with moving around the map and buying things. So double click to move, or click on move to. You can dig in a province.
The dig was a success.
A success. There's lots of different outcomes you can have from digs as well. From crusaders dying in the mines and noxious fumes and that kind of thing, or treasure troves, or even getting golden sandals, which you can use to summon wizards. You can also improve lands such as Shackleford, the birthplace of the great troubadour, rogue, swordsman, and leader of the Free States, Baron Wolfgang. Let's improve that. You get a little bit of everyone loves Shackleford whiskey, so much so it's in constant short supply. We should invest money in another distillery to increase production and get the magnificent beverage in the glasses of more aficionados across the realm. 80 gold to improve, and now it's worth 16 gold per turn. With a second distillery set up, production of Shackleford whiskey skyrockets, and as such, demand for it. The Great Drop leaves town on heavily loaded carts bound for all corners of Brandor. The treasury grows, so that's worth doing. You'll see these tiny little icons there saying that's been improved or not. Capital cities start off as improved. You can garrison your area if you want. This first mission, there's no enemies, so no need to really. When you level up, you can improve your stats. Great music here from Electro, the composer who did the soundtrack for much of this. I, of course, did the original theme, but he's done a bunch of remixes and so on. As have a few other great composers who I want to thank right now. Let's improve our attack. There's our stats, of course. We can get one of these things. Let's improve the airstrike. New skill there, archaeology, replaces Colossus mastery, which was bugged out, so I got rid of it. You can buy army, of course. That's not what we really need to do for this mission, but you can get these guys. They're grayed out until catapults and colossi become available. You, of course, can set up your tactics as well. Do you want to pay the army? You should pay the army, but if you don't, you save some money. You can choose whether you want to compete in tournaments, garrison lands or not, how many soldiers to garrison, or you can even automatically battle in sieges and other battles. So that's basically how you play the game. We just got to get 400 gold. Arctic Frost, great. Digging is impossible now, so you won't see dig icon, but that doesn't matter because we succeeded the mission anyway. That track was provided by a composer called Joshua Queen, who was not cheap, but good. Epic track. Chapter 1, Mission 2, The Lion Stirs. So now we have to fight Borges the Mighty. We're going to raise a campaign army, but he's going to be somewhere in the realm causing trouble. There he is up there. We have some gold now. What have we got? 420. Let's buy... We can upgrade this army as well. Look, I'll show you. Now they have improved stats and they look a little cooler. That was a fan suggestion. I wanted to, upgrade the army, but I had to draw like 60 different troop types, something crazy. It was a big effort. You can see these little flags there. It means he's garrisoning. So we can put a couple of guys in the garrison. We'll just put one there for fun. But right now I want to get enough money. Oh, look. Every now and again, troops will appear on the map. We want to go down there and grab those troops. Sometimes you'll see treasure chests. Sometimes you'll see special adventures and that kind of thing. Let's get down to Akash Steppes. Mercenaries at Akash Steppes. Akash Steppes. Akash. Your force comes across a large caravan of wandering mercenaries resting here at the steppes. They trade spices, gems, and their loyalty for the right price. 25 leave from the main caravan and take up arms with 25 soldiers. Sweet! That was a random group, but we've leveled up now. In the campaign, you can only level up to a certain amount. So it's 6 levels per chapter. So we're on level 3 with a power ranking of 13. We'll be able to level up to 6 and then it will cap out, just so you're not basically having to grind, and it keeps things a bit balanced. When you reach chapter 2, so Belgrave's chapter, you'll be able to level up again once more. Let's see who's in our army right now. We have 9 royal footmen. We need 40. We have no bowmen. We have 25 champions. It's way more than we need. So I'm going to sell them. Now we've got heaps of gold, so we should be able to buy 10 bowmen and 40 royal footmen. We'll be able to finish this mission without having to fight boars once we end the turn. All right. Again, another sort of tutorial mission, just teaching you how to use the Bai army and that kind of thing. Gently guiding you along before the battles ramp up. You can fight in that mission if you want, but no sieges are possible. An audience with Bargle. Bargle. I am Bargle. For those who missed my video last week, Bargle, formerly known as Bargle, B-A-R-G-L-E, was renamed because I was worried about a wizard of the same name from the Dungeons & Dragons universe and copyright. You can never imagine it happening, but you just never know. So Bargle. I like saying Bargle. It's kind of fun. I like his name better now anyway. Right, we're going to find a golden sandal. We're going to meet Bargle. So let's have a look around the map. One will spawn somewhere soon. There it is. It's spawned in the Badlands. So we're going to head down there via Handoth and Archmagius. A golden sandal was found at the Badlands. Your soldiers have come across a most rare prize indeed. The hallowed golden sandal, symbol of the great gladiators of days past. You now have one golden sandal. With these you are granted the power to summon the help of a powerful wizard. They will help you in exchange for these powerful artifacts. Okay, so now you can see here a call wizard button appears. Another sandal's appeared too. We can get to if we want to, but I'm going to press call wizard, and there is Bargle. Noble King Lionel, long have I watched the kingdom of Phaetor from afar. I'm Bargle. I shall help you in the upcoming crusade. Actually, he doesn't sound like that. He sounds a bit more like Gandalf. For there are dark powers in the south that threaten all life on Brandor, and they are altogether evil. You know me, I change my accents all the time.
Mission has been completed.
Alright. And you get a little recap of what's going on in the mission and what's next in the story. The story is the same as the one in Crusade, but I've fleshed it out a bit with extra missions and extra dialogue and so on. So now we have to defeat Bors the Mighty's campaign army, because he's taken on, he's getting angry and terrorizing farmland, bringing on polar bears and all the rest. And send him back to Warmhaven.
Welcome, Crusaders.
After this, of course, other Crusaders appear, allies and enemies like Belgrave and Arglax. We have a campaign army now, 56 in the army, and they're costing us 55 gold per turn. So we want to get up there quickly and take him on before we run out of gold. When you run out of gold, your provinces might start rebelling against you. But we just got a bunch of extra gold. Awesome, that was a great dig. Let's get our defense up a bit. Airstrike again. See where he's going. I want him to come down here. Alright, he's in Gunteria. He might attack me. We'll see. I'm going to take Gunteria. There's a garrison here. They want us to pay a retreat toll, but look at our power level versus their power level. I'm going to auto battle this one because I want to fight Bors. I've actually redone the auto battle. For those who play the beta or the early version, completely done it from scratch to make it a bit fairer. So in a battle like that, there's no reason we need to lose more than one or two troops, and they lost all theirs. What's he doing? Okay, Bor has moved in on us, and he's got some dialogue, and we've got our own. He's not as powerful as us. We can seek counsel with the little fat kid, military enthusiast. He has different titles depending on when you speak to him. Okay, the odds are in our favor. Great, a little morale boost. So we head now to the battlefield, an altercation at Gunteria. Here in the battle, you have a bunch of options. You can move your king to the front. We can use some powers, such as leadership or airstrike. We can retreat. We're not going to do that. We can fire our arrows with our ranged troops. We can psych up our men and gain an attack bonus, or we can hold fast. What we're going to do first is we're going to fire our arrows at their ranged troops and knock them out. Bors has used a power, war drums. Some cowards from our army fled. See those little red blood drops there? That means their troops are injured, and you can see up there they're injured. You can also see their morale, how many powers they have less to use, and their level, of course. These hearts up here represent the health of the captain, the leader. They can come onto the field and actually fight you or other crusaders. Okay, the melee phase now. We're going to send our light troops in with, depending on our morale. Morale's not good because they were freaked out by the war drums. If we had a furious attack, we could do an extra damage, but we're going to do a tactical attack. They foolishly sent in their ranged troops, which is a dumb move by Boars. Let's send in Lionel to improve morale with leadership. Stand tall, men of Fetor. Your king is here. We will not fall this day. So he goes in there. You hear the little Crusader theme song. And off he goes. And the morale is back up to great, so that's awesome. So we're going to send our light troops again. Furious attack. A lot of troops injured there. So now we should be able to take a lot of them out with the airstrike. 45% chance of 9 damage to foes. Yeah. Took out a bunch of them. They're trying to sight themselves up. You see how many people are injured and dead at the end of each round and in the melee phase. So let's send in the heavy guys. Oh no! We lost them all. 3 dead, 25 dead. We've lost a lot of men. Let's use our fire arrows at the light. Then we'll send our light troops in defensively. Good, knock them out. Let's send in the king. Not necessary, given that we have we're winning the battle, but he might send in Boars the Mighty as well to take him on. But we're not going to. We should be fine now. Let's do a tactical attack. Easily take care of them. And we've defeated Boars. He chose not to bring in his captain because if he'd lost that, he would be dead. But you know, they lost the battle anyway, and we win this mission.
The mission has been completed.
All right. Now, search for the angel. This is a digging mission. So,
Welcome,
if you don't want any spoilers for this game, maybe don't watch this video. There's spoilers for the campaign. This first chapter of the campaign goes quite quickly, but the other chapters get more drawn out and longer, and it takes a lot longer to finish them. But this first mission, we have to search for the Book of Sandalphon, somewhere in the southern lands. It's always in the same land. I thought about mixing it up, and I might mix that up in a future patch. But for now, it's always down here. We could get some troops if we want, but we probably won't need to. We kind of want to dodge Arglax if we can. Depends where he goes. I'm in the Badlands. Where's he going to move to? No, he stayed there. So we head to Akash Steppes.
An enemy leader is here.
No, we didn't have any troops. Great. Now we can dig there. After a massive search combing the 4 corners of Brandor, you're almost ready to concede perhaps the artifact would never be found. And yet here it is, before your very eyes. Your spirits soar. Okay.
The mission has been completed.
Nice, easy mission, if you know what you're doing. That one trips up a lot of people. There's lots of varieties in missions. This time round I've made the missions a lot more varied than the original Crusader. I wanted to, you know, just trying to get a bit more out of the game engine. This mission I didn't look at, but
Crusaders.
I believe we are on mission 6, the last one of the chapter. We now have to build a catapult and destroy the Beast Force stronghold. This is the first hard mission of the game, I would think. You got to balance your resources. You have to make sure you got a garrison your home city, and you got to stop the Beast Force from getting too powerful. To improve the land, I need to get some golden land. We've got an ally now in Belgrave.
A trusted ally.
You can break the alliance and you'll fight each other, but we don't want to do that. We want him on our side because he'll actually keep Arglax at bay until we want to fight him. You can go up and fight Boars if you want to take him out early and get. When you defeat a stronghold, you get gold from them. dig.
The dig was a success.
We should head over to Edengarth and get those soldiers and hope they're not Hikaeus' men. Braxis is improved. We'll move down. We can't take his lands, but I'll take Skulden and move up through Handorth, up Margius, Drakendir, Meseth, Edengarth. Alright. You know, it's funny. I love this game. This is one of my favorite of my own games. Which, you know, it sounds funny to say that, but I don't love all my own games, you know. But this one, I love the original. And I enjoyed making it. Oh! Belgrave's out. Lost an ally. Let's have an adventure. That hasn't come up yet. Emerald Haze. Your army sails downriver by barge this week. One night you glance over the deck and notice a dark green figure floating just above the river's surface. It looks like a large river turtle, but the water is rough and it's hard to make out. You've heard tales from local rivermen who say that turtles grow large round these parts and are seen as an omen of good luck. Do we dive in yourself to see it's a giant turtle or send a soldier in instead? Look, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing yourself. Let's do it. You dive into the river and find it is indeed a large turtle. Omen of good luck or not, this will fetch a fine price at the markets. You return to the barge and have it hauled up, cleaned and sold for a rich profit. That is the goal we need to take on Arglax, because he's looking pretty powerful. And I'm going to show you here the rankings.
You are currently in second.
We're in second place. Oh, actually, no. His army's not as... His army's big. Bors is the dangerous looking one. But we've got enough gold to really make a splash now. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to buy a catapult. I'm going to upgrade the boulder for the catapult. And this will really knock down those castle walls. With the rest of the gold, I'm going to buy some bowmen, some champions, and some footmen. I could fight Arglax here.
Enemy leader.
He's got his Colossus there. Interesting. Let's take the field. We might have a little Colossus battle. This will not kill him. It'll send him back to his own home fort. He's only got his Colossus. He's basically wiped himself out a bit. So we can airstrike him. That should do some damage to the Primate. Gotta hold fast. Let's send our heavy troops in. Tactical. You knocked a few of them out. I think another airstrike. And now he's sending... he's got his own airstrike. His airstrike isn't as powerful as ours because he hasn't leveled it up as much. Okay. We can send our Colossus in as well. And this would absolutely cane him because he's hardly got any health left. But I'll show you a Colossus battle. Yeah. Yeah. He did take some damage off us though. Okay, we took him out. He's retreated. Bors is near our own hometown, which I'm a bit worried that he's going to try and besiege us. So I should garrison some men there and then buy some more. I'm going to try and get down. The thing with Taj Brender is it's
An enemy leader is here.
auto battle. He's going to lose. It's hard to get to because you got to go through this narrow corridor and the Akash steps. Take out his garrison. That's why auto battle's handy. You don't always want to fight every single battle. Full airstrike.
An enemy leader is here.
You got nothing, Arglax. Let's try and dig to see if we can get one more.
Dig was a failure.
That was a waste of time. You can improve your digging with archaeology
An
if you
enemy
wish.
leader is here.
Yeah, Arglax is basically gone. He's not much. He could... No, he's screwed. Let's buy our army. We could have upgraded those two if you wanted. But let's head to the siege.
An enemy leader is
Malevolent creature, behold your warmongering brings the full might. Your warmongering has brought the full might of the Fator upon you. I need to change that text. Your warmongering has brung the full... Yeah, I must have been drunk when I wrote that.
Do not threaten me, king.
Oh, that sounds like Antares. What would a dog man sound like? A wolf man? A beast man? I don't know. Do not threaten me, king. Nah, we'll just fight. I like doing voices in these videos. It's kind of fun. So now this is Arglax's castle at Taj Brandir. He's loaded up with catapults, sets him up there. You can scale the walls with your light troops, and that's a chance to get in. You can ram the castle wall. If you have lots of heavy troops, ram the wall. If you've got lots of light troops, scale the walls. If you've got a good catapult, you can also smash the wall with your Colossus, but we're going to use this for now. See how we go. Let's knock the wall out a bit. Let's use a Titanic Smash. That's a 1 in 3 chance. But see, once you do that, they start targeting your Colossus. And he basically chooses 1 out of the 3 walls. But I'm going to not muck around here. High arc. 50% chance. Good. We've got the wall knocked down. That was a pretty easy siege. Some sieges are a lot tougher. As they get more leveled up, their castle walls get tougher as well. But it's worth upgrading the boulders if you're finding sieges are a bit tough. Okay, let's check this out. Let's pepper them up with a bit of airstrike. They're using their summon critters. That hurt us. Okay. A lot of injuries. Colossus. Colossus was hurt from the siege, so his health wasn't full. He's using him again. Oh, airstrike. Oh, no, his airstrike's not that powerful. Come on, we can get you. Send our light troops in defensive. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's working. You can send in the king, I think. I wanted to see if they send an Arglax. They should have, but they didn't. Fire arrows. I think we've got the siege. He's lost a bit of health, but he's fine. Psych up the army. Send the Colossus to end the job. See, he should have sent in Arglax. Should have gone into the battle, but he got scared. They have their own AI, and they sort of decide, how they want to handle it. But in that case, he messed up. All right. Arglax is gone.
The mission has been completed.
All right, that is the end of the chapter with King Lionel taking Taj Brandir and capturing the Beast Lord Arglax. Our tale now turns to Lionel's childhood friend and ally, the great knight Sir Belgrave of the Templar Church.
Chapter 2. Sir Belgrave and the Templar Church.
So yeah, that's Sir Belgrave's story, but I think we will leave it there for now. That's chapter 1 of the game, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it sounds funny that I'm saying that, but I have spent a lot of time on this game, and I still enjoy playing it even now, even though I've tested it and, bug fixed it and balanced it a billion times. I still enjoy playing it. I don't say that about a lot of my games. If you're a fan of the old Crusader, I think you'll like this. If you're a fan of Defender of the Crown, that classic game, I think you'll like this. There is a lot of good stuff in there. A lot of different game modes, a lot of secrets, a lot of Easter eggs, tons of adventure stories written by some of the fans. I hope you play it because I've really, I poured my heart into it, and I want you to enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you do download the game, please leave a review because it's had a few reviews on Steam. But the more reviews, the better. The more it gets seen, and leave a positive review if you can. I do value the negative reviews as far as the feedback and the bug fixes and so on. But if you just say, crap game, thumbs down, 5 minutes played, that doesn't help anyone, and that can really affect game sales and so on. And now that I'm working on this stuff full time, reviews, can mean your livelihood. And it sounds dramatic, but it does, make a difference. What's next? I will be continuing to patch this game based on your feedback in the coming days and weeks. I'm going to be working on the Classic Collection as well. I'm doing a bunch of patches and fixes for those old games from the Classic series over the next week or so. And then I'm going to patch Sword and Sandals 2 and 5 and the Redux ones, that kind of thing. Then hopefully in December, I'm going to take a bit of a break, take my family on a little holiday, because it's been a crazy year for everyone. No doubt crazy for you guys as well. And then next year, we dig in for the big one, Swords and Sandals 6. That will take the whole year and beyond, with multiplayer, the works. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to get started on that, but I am, I'm not burnt out on Swords and Sandals, but I am looking forward to taking a bit of time to recharge and build up that creative capital again, if you know what I mean. Thank you for watching this video. This, Games Gladiator is not something everyone loves. I enjoy doing them, but I know they don't get a huge view count. Some people think it's a bit indulgent to sort of, play games and make a video about it. But, it's a chance for me to play a game and have a bit of a break from everything else. And it might be something you might enjoy watching in the background, that kind of thing. So if you do like this sort of stuff, please, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe and like all the rest. And I do appreciate you guys, all the support you send, all the messages on Discord, in the YouTube comments and so on. I try to respond to as many messages as I can. I've been really slack with the YouTube comments lately because I've been so busy, but hopefully I can get a time and go through and respond to as many of them as I can. Thank you so much for all your kind words and just for being fans of Swords and Sandals. Without you, there is no Swords and Sandals, and there is no Games Gladiator. On that auspicious note, I will bow out and say bye for now, my friends. Until next time, I am Oliver Joyce. Oliver Joyce, yeah, I meant to put that at the beginning, and I'll see you later.